If you care about history, you already understand this truth. Survival has never been about comfort. It has always been about foresight, efficiency, and strategic positioning. In Minecraft, the same principle applies. The first shelter you build is not just a box to hide from mobs. It is your frontier homestead, your fortified outpost, your supply depot, and your long-term base of operations. Treat it with the same seriousness you would study an Iron Age hill fort or a medieval bastion. Before we go further, subscribe to The Prepper Historian and share this with someone who respects strategy over shortcuts. This channel is about learning from the past and applying it intelligently, even in a digital world. Now, let's get straight into it. Your first-day decisions determine long-term survival. The first structure you build should not be random. Early civilizations settled near water, timber, arable land, and defensible terrain. Apply the same criteria. Prioritize proximity to trees, a water source, and animals. Avoid valleys that allow mobs to approach from all angles. Slight elevation gives visibility and tactical advantage, just as it did for hilltop settlements across Europe and Asia. On day 1, gather at least 20 logs. Convert them into planks and craft essential tools immediately. Wooden pickaxe, then stone pickaxe, stone axe, stone sword. Upgrade quickly. The goal is efficiency. Stone tools reduce time exposure, which reduces risk. Dig into a hillside for your first temporary shelter if night approaches. This mimics real-world earth-sheltered dwellings, which conserved materials and offered natural insulation. Right, so do not waste time on aesthetic builds in the opening phase. Survival comes first. Just get your walls, roof, door, and some torches up. That is your minimum viable shelter. Resource positioning is honestly the foundation of resilience. Historical settlements thrived because of resource logistics, and in Minecraft, your survival house must function as a production hub. That means planning interior space with intent. Your first permanent survival house should include defined zones: storage, crafting, smelting, food preparation, and sleeping quarters. Even in a compact build, organization really does prevent inefficiency. Place chests against one wall and, label them mentally by category. Early separation between raw materials, food, and combat supplies prevents chaos during emergencies. Build your house from wood and stone initially, but transition to cobblestone or stone bricks as soon as possible. Wood burns, after all. Lightning and lava are real threats. Medieval cities burned because of poor material choices. Don't repeat that mistake digitally. All right, so here's a practical example for you. Once you've got your hands on some iron, it's a good idea to swap out those old wooden doors with iron doors, and then use pressure plates on the inside. This simple change stops zombies from breaking down your doors on higher difficulties and, well, it gives you an extra layer of defense. Defensive architecture, you see, wins long before any fighting actually starts. Castles weren't built just because folks fancied a bit of stonework. No, they were built because solid defense buys you precious time. Your survival house, honestly, needs to have passive defense systems built in. The first step is to light up the area around your place. Mobs, as you might know, spawn where there's not enough light. So place torches every 6 to 8 blocks all the way around your house. It's a bit like clearing brush around an old settlement, making sure attackers can't use it for cover. Now then, the next thing to consider is elevation or barriers. Just building a simple 2-block high wall around your house can seriously cut down on risk. As you progress, you can upgrade to a fence perimeter with just one controlled entrance. Having only one entry point means you always know which direction trouble might come from. And if you're keen to take a page from history, you could dig a shallow trench around your outer wall. It doesn't have to be anything fancy. Just a 2-block depression will slow mobs down and give you a bit of breathing room. It's a basic moat, really, but it does the job. Inside the house, it's best to avoid large unlit spaces. Many players, forget that interior spawning is possible in dark corners. Just keep the light level consistent. Food security, well, it determines whether your house becomes a base or a grave. Throughout history, settlements collapse from famine much faster than from invasion. In Minecraft, starvation weakens regeneration and, honestly, limits your exploration capacity. Within the first few days, you should establish renewable food production. Wheat is accessible early, but to be fair, it is not the most efficient long-term option. Bread requires 3 wheat per unit. Instead, prioritize animal farming or potatoes once you've discovered them. Fence a small area near your house and breed cows or sheep. Cows provide leather and beef, which offer strong hunger restoration. This dual-purpose resource, you see, mirrors livestock in agrarian societies. Place your farm close enough for convenience, but not so close that trampling or creeper explosions destroy it. Light it thoroughly. Irrigate efficiently by placing water 1 block below slab-covered channels to prevent accidental falls. As an applied step-by-step strategy, you'll want to secure seeds on day 1, craft a hoe on day 2, and then, by day 3, establish a 9x9 irrigated farm plot. That timeline honestly stabilizes food production before you even begin those deep mining expeditions. Once basic survival is secured, your house really must evolve into a logistical headquarters. Install a mine entrance directly beneath or adjacent to your house. Many historical fortifications had internal wells or supply tunnels. A controlled mine access point reduces surface exposure during those hostile nights. Oh, and branch mining at Y levels, appropriate for your game version, that increases efficiency for iron and diamonds. Store ores, smelted and sorted immediately. Disorder leads to wasted time. Every single time. Add a second floor or basement for specialized functions. Enchanting rooms require controlled bookshelf placement, and brewing stands, well, they demand organized storage for ingredients. Treat each addition as a deliberate expansion, not just decoration. Eventually you'll want to replace flooring with slabs or stone to prevent accidental interior spawning. Add glass windows, but never make them floor to ceiling in early survival stages. Structural restraint. It really does matter. A true survival house is not temporary, it adapts. Add a nether portal room once you are equipped with diamond or strong iron gear. Build it in a contained chamber to prevent accidental mob entry. Fireproof the surrounding area with non-flammable blocks. Incorporate redstone only when necessary. Automatic farms are efficient, but honestly, complexity should follow stability. Learn the manual systems first, Understand the mechanics before automating them. That mindset mirrors historical technological evolution. Consider long-term storage expansion. Underground vault-style storage rooms are safer than exposed upper floors. Use item frames for identification. Efficiency saves minutes. Minutes save lives. Finally, think about location redundancy. Establish a secondary outpost if you expand far from your main base. Historical trade networks survived because they were not centralized in one fragile node. Your survival house is a reflection of discipline. A well-built Minecraft survival house is not about visual grandeur. It is about foresight, organization, defense, and sustainability. It reflects the same principles that allowed ancient settlements, medieval strongholds, and frontier homesteads to endure hostile environments. Build with intent, expand with purpose, defend proactively, produce sustainably. If this breakdown sharpened your perspective, subscribe to The Prepper Historian and share this with another serious builder who understands that survival, digital or historical, is never accidental.